Look at those clouds. It may rain today. Or wait, should I say it might rain?
May, might, is there even a difference?
If these two tiny words make your head spin, trust me, you are not alone.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Simply Real English. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Leo. Today we are tackling two of the most confusing words in English, may and might.
By the end of this video, you will know exactly when to use each one, naturally and confidently.
And we promise, no boring grammar rules. Let's dive right in.
Before we talk about what these words mean, let's cover two very simple rules. These rules apply to both may and might.
Rule number 1. They never change. Modal verbs are completely frozen. They never, ever change their shape.
Exactly. That means you do not add an s for he, she, or it. And you never add ing or ed either.
So you just say, I might, you might, she might, he might.
That's right. We never say she mights or he mays. Never.
Rule number 2, they are always followed by a verb without the word to.
So you don't say, I might to order a pizza. You simply remove the to and say, I might order a pizza.
Easy, right? Just remember, no change in their form and no to. That's it.
Great. Now let's talk about what these words actually mean.
Okay, so both may and might talk about possibility, something that could happen, but you're not 100% sure.
But there is a small difference. Let's go back to those clouds outside. The sky is full of dark, heavy clouds, maybe a 60 to 70% chance of rain. In this case, you say, it may rain. May is for a stronger possibility.
But what if the sky is mostly blue, with just one tiny gray cloud? Maybe only a 40 to 50% chance. Then you say, it might rain. Might is for a weaker possibility. You're just not really sure.
So, may is strong, might is weak. And now you have the picture and the numbers to remember it.
But here is a secret that will make your life so much easier. In everyday conversation, native English speakers use may and might in the exact same way.
That's right. I might buy a dog, or I may buy a dog. The meaning is exactly the same to us. Nobody will notice the difference.
So don't stress too much. Just remember, may is more confident, might is more doubtful.
So that covers the present and the future. But what if you want to talk about a possibility in the past?
Like, you can't find your keys today, but you think you lost them yesterday.
For past possibilities, we use a special formula. It is may or might plus have plus past participle verb.
And remember, it is always have, never has. Why? Because after a modal verb like may or might, we always use the base form of the verb.
Let's try it. The past participle of leave is left. So you can say, I might have left my keys at the cafe.
Or for a stronger possibility, I may have left my keys at the cafe.
Now, here is a bonus tip. If you want to sound like a native speaker, listen to how we say this naturally. We squish the words together.
So might have sounds like might have, and may have sounds like may've.
Let's practice. I might have left them. I may've left them. Try saying it out loud right now.
Now, may and might have 3 more special jobs. Let's go through them one by one.
Special job number 1. asking for permission. You can use may to ask and give permission in a very polite, formal way.
For example, may I sit here?
And the answer is yes, of course you may. Simple and very polite.
Now, you could use might for permission, like might I use your pen? But honestly, it sounds very old-fashioned.
Like Victorian era old. Stick to may for permission. It sounds natural and polite.
Special job number 2, and this one is very interesting. Might acts as the past tense of may when we report someone's request.
Let me explain. Imagine yesterday, your friend asked you, "May I borrow the car?" That's present. It's happening right now.
But today, you're telling someone else about it. You say, he asked if he might borrow the car.
See that? May became might, because now you are reporting a past conversation. Here's another example. They wanted to know if they might come later.
Ah, I see. So the rule is simple. If someone asked may in the past, we report it with might.
Special job number 3, expressing wishes. You use may when you want to wish someone well.
Like in a wedding card, may you both have a long and happy marriage.
Or, for the Star Wars fans watching, may the Force be with you.
Classic.
Okay, let's bring everything together. Screenshot this. It is your cheat sheet.
Or write it down. Whatever works for you.
And if you want just one sentence to remember everything,
May is more confident. Might is more doubtful.
Say it with us.
May is more confident. Might is more doubtful.
All right, it's quiz time. Let's see how much you have learned today. We will give you a sentence with a mistake. Shout out the correct answer. Ready?
Number 1. He might go to the party. What is wrong here?
shout it out. If you said remove the S, great job. Modal verbs never change. The correct sentence is, he might go to the party.
Number 2. I made 2 need a doctor. How do we fix this?
Remove the to. It should be, I may need a doctor. Remember, never use to after may or might.
Excellent. Now, we have one final challenge for you. Look at this sentence and tell us the exact mistake.
How do we fix this past possibility sentence? Write your answer in the comments right now. We will check every single one and reply to you.
And that's it. May versus might, done and dusted. No more confusion.
If you enjoyed learning with us today, please click the subscribe button. It really helps us keep making free English lessons for everyone.
And give this video a thumbs up. If it helped you, it means the world to us.
Keep practicing your English, and
may you have a wonderful day. See you very soon. Bye-bye.